Hello friends, welcome in Python video series. In this video tutorial, we'll talk about list comprehension concept in Python. List comprehension offers a sort of syntax when you want to create a new list based on the values of existing list. Yeah. So let's try to understand through an example. So here you can see I have a list with some list of fruits, right? I'm given that list name as fruits, right? And same I'm just printing, so this list will get printed, right? Now let's say I have a use case where based on the list of fruits, let's say if we want a new list containing only the fruits with the letter A in the name, right? Without list comprehension, you will have to write a for loop, and inside the for loop you have to write the if condition. Let's see how we can do basically without using list comprehension. So here first of all I need to write the for loop, and every fruit name I have to get from the fruits. So I have given the variable name as if in fruits, right? And within this loop I have to write a if condition, right? And here just I'm looking I'm looking in all fruit name whether letter A exists or not, right? So here I'll say if that is the case, then I will create one list, new list I would say. So I will say new let's say fruit one equals to, just I have created one list, and there what I'll do, if just here what I'm doing, I'm iterating every fruit from this list, and I'm checking whether letter A exists in any fruit name or not. If that is the case, then I will add that fruit in this list, right? So just I'm calling the append method, and I will add this fruit. And finally this list of fruit uh, basically which contains all the fruit name which contains letter A, just I'm printing over here, right? So I will print this fruit one, right? So if you look into the number of lines of the code, right? So here basically you have 1 2 3 4 5 lines of code, right? If I run it, then here you can see these are the fruit name basically exist. Within that we have a letter A, right? So if you look into the actual list, we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 elements, but all the fruit name has a letter small a, but in this apple we do not have a small a, and that's why that is not included, right? But same thing whatever I have done using basically 5 lines of code using list comprehensive, right, or list comprehension concept, you can do all that with only one line of code. You don't believe? Let's try to understand. So how we can do these things in single line of code. So I'm going to get a new list, let's say list 2, out of this existing list, right? So here I'm going to use a concept is called list comprehension or list comprehensive also, you can see, right? So let's say I would give the variable name as if, right? And I will use for loop if in, and you have to give the list name, and after that you have to give the if condition. So simply whatever if condition we were using over here, simply now I have to use inside the list comprehension, and that's it. We will get the new list which will have all the fruit names with letter small a, right? If I try to run, then you'll see the same output I got, right? So here last output is just matching with the second last output. Let's say I'm just changing this condition. Let's say I'm looking for all the fruit name with letter capital A. So obviously we'll get only one name, apple. Let me show you. And here is the result, right? So you can see how important is the list comprehension or list comprehensive when we want to get a new list out of the existing list based on the certain condition, right? So this is the basically general syntax. You have to you will get the new list out of the existing list, and here f is the variable name, and here we write the for loop, and after that you have to write certain condition, right, based on the certain condition. This condition of either will return true or false. So let's say this condition returns true, then that element will be added in this list, right? If this condition returns false, then that element will not be added into the newly created list. You have to keep in mind, right? So that's how basically list comprehension works. So apart from that, you can have a, let's say now I'm going to create a let's say new list, right? Let's say give the list name as fruit 3, right? And in this list, let's say I would like to accept items that are not let's say not orange, right? Then how we can write that condition? So everything will be as it is, only condition is gonna change. So here you have to write if simply you have to write if not equal to orange, right? And that's it. If fruit is not orange, let's say fruit is something else other than orange, then that is going to add into this list. Let me show you. And here you can see, so in actual original list, this is the original list, right? Right. And here you can see orange has been excluded from this list. So that's how you can use basically list comprehension with different conditions, right? Now here specifying condition is not basically necessary. So even though if you do not specify condition, still this is gonna work. So let me show you. Let's say I would like to get a list, a new list, but I do not want to add any condition. That should also work, right? So simply here what we are doing, just we are iterating this list, fruit list, getting every item and just adding in the list, I mean fruit 4, right? Let me show you. So condition is completely optional. Let me show you. Let me run, and here you can see we get the list, right? Now here we can create a list using a range function as well. Let's say I would like to get a list, right? And here I would like to use the comprehension, right? Let's say I would say I for I in, and here I can use the range function, and range function just I'm going to give the 10. Means the range function will return a number starting from 0 till 9, right? And that will store into the list. If I print this list, then let's see what gets printed. If I print, then here you can see we got the list which contains a number starting from 0 to 9, right? So that's how basically we can use a range function to generate a number starting from 0 to till n minus 1, and that will store into the list. One thing I would like to explain you over here, while collecting the items from one list and creating a new list using a list comprehension, if you want to perform certain action, then you can do as well. Let me show you what I am trying to do. Here, let's say I would like to create a list, a new list basically, that is called fruits 4, fruits 5. Let's say I would like to collect all the fruits except orange, right? Except orange out of this original list. And while collecting the list, after filtering that item, I would like to convert into the uppercase, right? That also we can do. Let me show you. If I run, then here you can see all the fruits item has been collected except orange, and that has been converted into the uppercase. That you can do as well. Apart from that, let's say if you want to let's say if you want to get a new list, let's say list item fruits 6, and if you want to replace all the items, let's say with kk. Here I have given the string literal. So what happens basically, this loop will be executed with this condition, and let's say it returns let's say it was supposed to returns how many elements? 5 elements. So but all the 5 elements will be replaced with the key. So that's how it will work now. So here you can see, so all the 5 elements has been replaced with the kk, because I have just hard coded over here. Basically string literal is called kk. So we have seen the enough use cases how we can make use of list comprehension. I hope you are very much clear about the list comprehension. So rather than writing the many lines of code, you can do same thing in the single line of code using the list comprehension. So that's all I have in this video tutorial, guys. Big thank you, and see you there in the next video tutorial.